Good everyone, my name is Ujunwa, UJMSC Realty of Medici Homes and Shelter, and you're welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be having a very interesting but a long topic. This topic is going to be very interesting, very proper, well needed, but a long one. So please bear with me, okay? And if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, kindly do so, and also like, comment and share this video. Thank you. Let's dive right in. Talking about this topic, the step 5 is very important, so please pay very close attention to this topic, step 5 in particular. Now let's talk about land zoning. Land zoning is the way government divides lands into different categories, as in zones for specific purposes. The idea is to guide how land is used so that activities do not clash. For example, you wouldn't want a factory in the middle of a residential estate. Here in Nigeria and many other countries, these zones are set out in urban planning laws and local government development plans. I will list out the main types of zonings here in Nigeria. The residential zone. The residential zone is meant for houses, apartments, estates and related amenities. Example, GRA areas, housing estates. If you buy here, you can't legally build a petrol stations or big factory within. It's a no-no. And then another is commercial zone. This is for businesses, offices, markets, shops, hotels. For example, central business districts, shopping plazas, shopping malls. You can't put up a block of flats here without special approval. It's a no-no. Another is industrial zone, right? For manufacturing, industrial zone is mainly for manufacturing, processing or heavy industries. For example, the industrial estates, factories, residential housing is usually not allowed in these locations because of noise, right? Because of noise pollutions and risk of safety, right? And then another is agricultural zone. This zone is reserved mainly for farming, livestock, fisheries or agro-processing, and it's meant to preserve farmland and prevent urbanization. Building houses or malls here without reclassification is an offense. It's a no-no, a no-go area. Another is mixed-use zone. It allows a combination of residential and commercial activities. This aspect of zoning, we have it more. For example, here in the city of Asaba, you come to an estate and then you're told that this part is residential and this part is commercial. Right, so a mixed zone allows a combination of residential and commercial activities. For example, shops at ground floor, flats upstairs, right? Like you get to an apartment where people live, and then the ground floor, and then on the ground floor you find shops or mini businesses where people trade. This is very legal. So now let's move down to why zoning matters. Why does zoning matter? The importance of zoning. Number 1, legal compliance. Building in the wrong zone can get your structure demolished. Again, building in the wrong zone can actually get your structure demolished. Value protection, another point. Value protection. Land in the right zone appreciates faster because it matches the area's master plan. Another is your safety. It keeps noisy and hazardous activities away from where people live. Infrastructure planning, roads, drainages and utilities are designed based on zoning. So what happens if you break zoning rules? Pay very close attention. What happens if you break zoning rules? If you buy land or build without checking zoning, 1, you might get a stop work order from the Physical Planning Authority. 2, you could face fines or court action. 3, your property could be demolished without compensation. Your property could be demolished without any form of compensation. Another is you may lose the land entirely if it's government allocated. All right, now how to avoid being an offender. Step 1 is verify the zoning at the Ministry of Lands or Physical Planning. Ask for the master plan or layout plan of that area. Look for labels like residential, agricultural, commercial, right? Step 2 is check the certificate of occupancy, the C of O or right of occupancy. The title often specifies the purpose clause. Example, either is residential purpose only or commercial, industrial, whatever. Another step is to engage a registered surveyor and town planner. A surveyor checks the coordinates and ensures the plot matches the zoning map. A town planner confirms permissible building types for that particular zone. Another step is apply for rezoning if necessary. If land use doesn't fit your plan, apply for change of use before starting construction. Pay the required fees and get official approval. Do not assume you can sort it out later. No. Number 5 step. At the beginning of this video, I told you that you need to pay very close attention to number 5, the 5th step, right? It is very, very important. The 5th step. Keep all approvals in writing. Keep all approvals in writing. Your building permit, your planning approval, and any rezoning letter. Okay, any rezoning letter received should be safely stored. You will need them much later, trust me. So without the knowledge of land zoning, you stand a better chance of losing your property entirely. With these very few points of mine about zoning, I hope I've been able to educate you and inform you as well about the importance of checking or having a proper check for zoning before purchasing that property or before planning what to do on that property. Again, my name is Ujunwa, UJMC Realty of Medici Homes and Shelter. Kindly like, comment, and share this video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.